Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm the host of the show. Thank you for watching, commenting, and subscribing, and just being a part of what we do here. With about 54, 55 days, depending when you watch this, until the NFL season starts, we got some news to start with the Denver Broncos. As the former Secretary of State, Condoleezza Rice, has joined the Broncos ownership group. According to the quote that they took off of it, she will be a great benefit to the Denver Broncos. Apparently, and I say this word in quotations, apparently she was linked to head coaching jobs. Now, I'm not a football player, or I'm not anything of that nature in this sports world, but I can tell you something. If I have someone walk in to my locker room and says they're the coach, and I look and I go through your resume basically, and I say you were the Secretary of State, what gives you the ability to be a head football coach? And when you say, well, my dad was a football coach in high school, it's like, that's not the same thing. Right now we're in a battle in the NCAA over the coaching and how players should be paid and how much and how we work that around. I'm pretty sure if this would happen in the NCAA, a lot of people would be like, no, I'm transferring, I'm going in the portal. I'm not dealing with this. No, I can't. Let me go somewhere else. And that would happen because what experience does she have? Well, my dad was a head football coach for a high school team. It's not the same thing. There's an old saying. It's an old story. John McKay, when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers became a team, as an expansion team, they hired John McKay, who was a legendary USC coach. He came over here and he said, in one of his interviews, he had said, it's not harder in the pros to the college level. It's not. There's no difference. Which he found out very quickly. There is a difference. That players are not going to deal with everything. They're not. In college, they're afraid that they'll lose their... Like in high school, they're afraid they'll lose their chance to be part of the football team. In college, they'll be afraid if they lose their scholarship. But in the pros, there's money at stake. There's no scholarship. If I'm a great player and I don't want to be here, someone else is going to pay me to go there. That's just the way it works. So, the fact that she was linked to jobs is ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense at all. Even if she was, what team would have gave her that chance? Because then you're just going to get quite an amount of flack thrown your way because you have no idea what you're doing as a head football coach. Daniel Snyder, according to a report, is set to testify in front of Congress. He will appear via Zoom on July 28th. What does this exactly mean? Well, this could also be very much like they did last time, where they said he is supposed to appear and then he just doesn't. Not virtually, not physically, he wasn't there. This could easily be the same way, but it's going to be interesting, because will he sing like a bird, or will he be shut like a clam? Because there's a whole lot of things going on in the world of Daniel Snyder, and a lot of it is bad. And so if I'm going through all these things in front of Congress, that's going to be very interesting. He also has a way to avoid things, but I'd just be concerned if I was Daniel Snyder. Do I really want to do this to get it over with, or am I just saying I'll do it and I won't do it? I'll have to wait and see. The New England Patriots traded former first-rounder N'Keal Harry to the Bears for a 2024 7th-rounder. The reason why this happened is N'Keal Harry hasn't been good in the NFL. He's got when he was drafted, he had height. He had the right amount of height, but he's not one of those guys you can just put on the field all the time. And that's what the Patriots wanted, and they didn't get him. They traded him away to Chicago, get a 7th round pick. Pretty much what he was worth anyway. Might as well. All-Pro offensive tackle Mitchell Schwartz announced that he's retiring after 9 years. He's retiring. Played for the Chiefs for most of his career. Played for the Browns last year. He did say it was because of a back injury, but he has announced his retirement after 9 years. The Cowboys finally made a signing. They've been on a pretty good hot streak, except it's someone you may not have heard of, unless you are a Texas fan. The Cowboys have signed linebacker Malik Jefferson. Malik Jefferson was a star linebacker at Texas University. He actually grew up in Texas. When he got to the NFL, he came in only as a freshman in 2018, mostly a special teamer, but has been all over the place. Now in Dallas, mostly as a depth piece. The Cowboys have no linebacker depth. Now, how does this work? Well, the Cowboys had already filled up the roster already, so they have to release somebody. They decided to release their could-be third running back, Jaquan Hardy. I don't think this is the end of Hardy in the NFL or the end of Hardy in Dallas. This could just be, as of right now, you're not here. But maybe a month down the line, you're still here in the free agency. Maybe we bring you back. Same thing that I said about Sewo Olanoluwa a few months ago when he was cut. I said he could be probably brought back if he's still available in a couple months. Who knows? But right now, the Cowboys did sign a linebacker, the former Texas product, Malik Jefferson.